Welcome back. I'm Andrew, your stressed out crypto guy on the internet. I look like I just lost a fight because, in a way, I did. The market took a dump. We need to look at why that happened, what numbers we're looking out for, and what are the juiciest opportunities right now, because there always are juicy opportunities. So, first, let's look back. We had Jerome Powell come out and, as expected, hit us with a 50 basis point rate increase. And better yet, he goes, we're probably going to do 50 basis points a couple more times, but we're ruling out 75 basis points, which is what you guys were all afraid of. And then the market went, oh, that's terrific news. We have a plan. It's not as bad as we thought, and it's exactly what we expected. And so the market went way up. Bitcoin actually hit $40,000. Boop, it went all the way up here. But then the next day, everything plummeted. And then people are panicking, going, what the hell happened? I thought we were good, right? Well, there's a world out there. Bank of England, their Jerome Powell, comes out and goes, look, everything's shitty. So we're looking at a recession here. We're going to raise rates too. And then the Bank of Germany, similar story. Bank of Japan, bad numbers. And what that did is everybody's trying to figure out how to get through this inflation stuff globally. And the other currencies of the world are suffering against the dollar, which is good for American pride and freedom, but not good for the markets here. Because as we know, when the DXY is high, the market and crypto is low. So if you look at the charts between other world currencies and the dollar, I mean, the euro's coming back a little bit, but the British pound is taking a dump. USD is just beating the crap out of the Canadian dollar. USD is whooping on the yen. The DXY is too high. It's getting up there. It hit 104. Look at that. Boom. All the way up to 104. And when that happens, the market suffers. That's all it is the DXY versus the market, okay? And I don't really see this changing anytime soon. We might get a little bit of a pullback because that's how charts work, especially if the Bank of England is going to raise its interest rates. That should strengthen their currency, and it can compete with the dollar better. And that might cause the DXY to cool off a little bit. But remember, for the past few videos when we were talking about numbers to watch, I said that, look, if Bitcoin breaks below 38 or 37 and a half, we're in a bit of a free fall. There's not a lot of support down here. And I think we're going to fall down to 33, maybe even 30. Below that is going to be really difficult, though. So you got some people calling for 24,000 based on stochastic momentum on the 5-day. Could happen. But the lower you go, the harder it is to keep going lower. And Michael Saylor, he comes out and he goes, look, man, if Bitcoin starts falling into the 20s, I'm going to buy it up like crazy on spot exchanges, which would cause the price of Bitcoin to skyrocket or at least maintain its strength. It wouldn't plummet much further. It would stop and go up simply because Michael would start buying it all up on spot. Right now, when you have big whales buying $1 billion worth of Bitcoin at a time, they usually don't do that on an exchange. So it doesn't affect the price very much. They buy it OTC, meaning directly between each other. So they go, hey, Steve, you got $1 billion worth of Bitcoin? Yeah? I'm going to buy it from you directly at a set price. This way it doesn't make the markets go crazy. That happens a lot. But Michael Saylor goes, look, if Bitcoin falls into the 20s, I'm just going to buy a bunch on the exchanges. That'll make the price go back up. So he's kind of got our backs there. I like that news. And then what I've been doing is DCAing, dollar cost averaging, meaning buying a little bit as things are going down. Now, I think 33 is where we're going to stop going down, but I could be wrong. It could go lower. And if it goes lower, great, because I have a little bit of money ready for these little buying opportunities, okay, at 35, 34, 33, 32. I'm buying a little bit more at a time. Or whatever the price equivalent is of my favorite altcoin. And in terms of my favorite altcoin right now, Cava, the one paying out 23% interest, I've been buying like 50 at a time. Every time it's below $4, I buy another 50 of them, which is nothing. But then I just stake it and they start feeding me that 23% return. That's a move you could do, something similar to that. Where are we on here in this chart? Yeah, it looks like 380, 390 is where we're going to stick around for a little while. But Cava's movements are so erratic and volatile that you can easily get that money back in a day or two. But either way, I'm not too upset because I love the 23% return. So this is a buying opportunity for me right now. Now, in the stock market, there's one very juicy opportunity coming. And that is the Amazon 20-to-1 stock split. Now, they're going to vote on it this month. It's very likely to pass. And that means in June, the Amazon stock will get split 20 ways. So if you have one share of Amazon, it becomes 20 shares. And the price is divided by 20. So right now, at $2,300 for one share of Amazon, most retail buyers can't afford that. They're going like, look, this isn't a crypto. I can't buy a tiny fraction at a time. I have to buy a whole share at $2,300. That's too much. But at a 20-to-1 split, it's $100 a share. I can totally buy some Amazon now. So the way I look at it is if they do that 20-to-1 split, you get a whole bunch of new buyers. And that would push the price up, okay? So it starts at like 115, 120 the first day, and then boop, it jumps up to 250. Something similar happened to Tesla. When they did I think it was a 5-to-1 split, it was $2,000 a piece. No one was buying it. It was too expensive. They brought the price down to 400, and then it shot back up. What's it at now? 875 on a horrible day, right? This was 450 after their split right here. Okay, 5-to-1 split, August 31st. I got in at that time, made some juicy profit. So I'm looking to make a similar move with Amazon. So should you buy now or wait? Well, let's look at this chart here. Look at this plummet. There's a little bit of support at this range, but really the next major zone of support is down lower. We're talking around 1900. So you could wait and see if you find a 2000 or even sub 2000, or if you can afford it, pick up one share of Amazon and just wait for that split to happen. And then when it does, now you have 20 shares of Amazon, and they're going to go up abruptly because you have a lot of new retail traders buying some at that low price. So that's a good looking opportunity that I like. All right, so in Bitcoin's price, just to summarize, I'm thinking we're going to hit 33, 34, probably 33. If it goes lower to 30 or even 29, that's an even better opportunity to DCA because there's so much buy pressure at those levels. Like, I don't see it going deep into the 20s. And if it does, it's not going to last there for very long because you got greedy people out there like me and Michael Saylor. They're going to start buying up like crazy at those numbers. So that could be a huge opportunity for you. If Bitcoin continues to go down, this is great, because if you had cash on the side, this is your chance.